everyone, this is a new video series which highlights members of our community and helps to give an introduction into what Fate Gaming is and why members enjoy being a part of it. With Fate being a global community with well over 4,000 members at this point, not every member will have a chance to meet one another, which is what this video series will help to address. Now without further ado, let's jump into our interview with AlexFreakinHill. What ended up bringing you to Fate Gaming? Like, how did you end up finding us?
So it's actually a funny story. So before I got back into Call of Duty, which was with Modern Warfare 3, the most recent release of the game, I played with a few people that I just met through a different Discord server who introduced me to other people. But they got tied up with other like clan related activities and I wanted more people to play with. So I just did a quick Google search and I found Fate Gaming.
That's awesome. Yep, it's always, anytime I hear it, like, found you guys through Google, that's it's always puts a smile on my face because we've put a lot of time into the ads and all that, so it's good to hear. I guess the next one would be, so your name, obviously AlexFreakinHill. How'd you come up with it? Is that like a name you've always gone with, or?
So this name has direct inspiration from WWE's Seth Rollins visionary character, where his common name is Seth frickin' Rollins. So what I essentially did when I created my new Activision account was I said, well, I'm gonna make a play off of this, and I'm just gonna put my IRL first name and then just attach whatever else I thought of. And I also use like the Hill part in WWE 2K24 for like my creator wrestler sort of deals. So yeah, it's safe to say big WWE fan right here.
That's awesome. I love how you tied all that together. I think I know the answer to this one, given the division that you're a lead of. But what would you say your favorite genre of video games is?
I would say it's a mix of the first person shooters, the more like simulation style, and then this is not really relatively known because I haven't talked about it through Fate Gaming, but I play other games like Skyrim, so open world type stuff. It's just not so often that I get into that sort of style of gameplay.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I'm a RPG fan myself, so I can understand that for sure. What would you say, or what was your first gaming console or PC game?
So my first gaming console was the PlayStation 2. I that's a console I really like grew up with. So I was born in 2000, so I didn't catch the Nintendo part of where people know Nintendo from. But my favorite thing to do with that was play the old SmackDown versus Raw video games, and I didn't get introduced to Call of Duty until later on. It was on the Xbox 360. Black Ops 1 was the first Call of Duty I actually got into. And jumping ahead later down the line, I had to transfer over to Xbox. So I've been on both platforms. And then recently, like a year ago, I decided to get a PC because I'm a college student, study psychology. So that's a lot of work. So I figured, why not get a PC where I can do all in one sort of scenario?
Yeah, I can definitely understand that, especially now too with Sony, you know, porting essentially all their games over to PC, and then Xbox and the Xbox Game Pass, you know, essentially being on both systems, quote unquote, as far as PC and Xbox is concerned. I can definitely understand the desires of getting a gaming PC. What would you say? So, you know, obviously in Fate we have different interest channels, and things that people like to do outside of gaming. What's one thing that you enjoy outside of, you know, the gaming realm?
Really, honestly, I would say it's my major of psychology most because honestly, when I'm not gaming, when I'm not playing with members of Fate, I am really a busy person who goes to college. I work at a mental health home for children. And so, really, a lot of my interest is figuring out, okay, how can I help these children who are struggling onto the better path? So a lot of my time has actually been spent reading self-help books as well, where the Four Agreements is a big one that many people might recognize depending on how they are into self-help. It just kind of depends. So I kind of like to stick with that stuff, but I also like spending time outside, hiking, and all of that. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's always what's the common thing? If you do what you like, then you don't work a day in your life or something like that. So that's I can understand that. Uh, I guess going kind of shifting back to Fate Gaming, you've been a lead for a while now. What advice would you give new members coming into Fate for the first time?
I would say, honestly, there can be a lot of anxiety when you're joining a new clan or a new group even, because you don't necessarily know this group of people that you're joining. You don't know y- you know, you don't know the script essentially. And my best tip of advice for new members is talk to people, get out there, get in the voice chat, interact with other members. From my experience, most people are more than happy to do that. I mean, there's plenty of times, and Scythe, you can probably agree to this, where even I jumped down over to one of the mist chats just to hang out when people aren't really playing the same games I play, just, just to hang.
Just to
So,
hang
I
out. Yeah.
mean, yeah. I mean, this community to me is a very good place just to sit and vibe and, chill with people and have fun experience.
I would definitely agree with that. And to add on, I would definitely say if folks are, maybe they're apprehensive jumping into a voice channel right off the bat, I mean, by all means, use the general chats or even the game chats and talk in there. Like if you're, we all have phones nowadays, as the World of Warcraft meme would go. So I think at this point, even if you're, just hanging out during a lunch break or, driving around town and, got 5 minutes to spare, hop into, a general chat or post a picture of what you got going on that day. I think that's definitely helping, helps get everyone, I guess, vibing correctly and getting that confidence built up so you can jump into the voice channel if you don't feel comfortable doing it right off the bat. Kind of along those same lines, what would you, or how would you describe the culture or vibe of the Fate gaming community?
I would describe it as really easygoing. I mean, yes, there are times where people may not fully get along with one another, but usually those situations are easily and quickly resolved. And usually it doesn't stick. I know as even without the lead title, if I go into a voice channel, I know that I'm gonna have a fun time because that's just the kind of people that this community seems to attract. And a couple of shout outs here. Dr- Shout out to Draven, shout out to Maverick, shout out to Dub. Those are all people of our community that are really fun to hang out with. And there's plenty more. So sorry if I'm forgetting any of you guys that I regularly play with.
Definitely. Yeah, I think that's a great point to bring up too. Is obviously when you're playing an FPS game or any kind of game for that matter that involves multiplayer, times or conversations can get a little bit of heated at times. But at the end of the day, we're all adults. We're all just trying to relax after a long day of work. This isn't like you missed your shot, so time to kick you out of the group type of ordeal. So I think that's definitely a big call out there. Uh, what would you say the most challenging game you've ever played is?
I would definitely say the most challenging game is probably God of War. and Call of Duty. So it's kind of like half and half. And for me, a lot of it is kind of learning the response time because, up until I joined Fate Gaming, I didn't really spend much time video gaming. Like, yeah, I had my Xbox. I would pick it up for maybe an hour a week and just play as much as I could. But before this year, I didn't really have the time to do any. So definitely the response time was a issue.
Gotcha. Yep, I can understand that. Two more for you. So, next one is if you could only play one game for the rest of your life, which game would that be and why?
Geez, Scythe, you really had to throw the tough question out at me. All right.
About to ruffle a lot of feathers of people when you don't pick their game.
Oh yeah, and see, and I could go different routes with this. I could either stick with the division I'm a lead in, or I could waver to the side. Just to play the devil's advocate, I'm gonna probably go with WWE 2K24. And the reason, before everyone jumps at me in the comments, is that obviously I'm a big wrestling fan, but there's a lot of creation to it. There's a lot of things you can do with WWE 2K24 that I like. You can create your own entrance. You can create your own video package. You can even put yourself in the video, which, I mean, how many times have we seen a video game literally have that technology to put your face in the video game? That just increases the realism. And to me, it can't get better than that.
That is a great call out, and I will definitely link it in this video that right now. We have a previous funny clips video on our YouTube channel where one of our members created avatars for each of us in Fate, and then had the AI battle it out, and we were all betting on, would Scythe win or would, Cat win or whatever. And I remember the fight in particular, somebody used my avatar, my old one, and made like a face of the character using my avatar on Discord, and then put me up against Cat, which was like somebody in a giant cat, outfit. And it was the most ridiculous. And I'm talking like, it was like probably 30 of us, and we're all in there cheering it on like it's a real WWE fight or something. And it was, and Cat just absolutely destroyed me in game. So it was so ridiculous.
Dude, that would be awesome if you could like kind of recreate that at some point.
Yeah, we definitely need to. You're giving me ideas. And then the last one with it for you is it's October 8th, 2024 right now. What upcoming game release are you most excited for?
Actually, it's the one you streamed last night, Dragon Ball Z Sparkling Zero. That one I have been waiting for because to my knowledge it's in the Budokai series, which if people actually look at it, that series has not been touched in a while. So I'm really excited to, once I have the money, to get my hands on the game and go forward with it and see all that they've done with it. Hopefully it's better than Xenoverse 2. We shall find out. But an honorable mention is honestly also BO6. Like, obviously, there has to be some Call of Duty bias in here because, it's getting to that time where we're going to have this next title, and I am extremely looking forward to it.
I would definitely agree with both of those picks. I did really enjoy Dragon Ball Z yesterday just because it has an interesting layer where, if you do something or you complete some kind of objective in a certain amount of time or whatever, it can change the story completely. And of course there's the narratives and stuff that you can do. So the game just looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm really excited to see all of the other thing too is it's got an aspect to it like Little Big Planet where people can create their own like Dragon Ball Z scene and fight it out and stuff, which is pretty cool. So I tried one of those yesterday. But yeah, I'm definitely and we definitely, whoever ends up getting Dragon Ball Z, we have to fight at least once. I'm looking forward to that. So there's not very many fighting games I'm good at. But with all that said, that is all the questions I have for you. Is there any final thoughts or things you want to call out before we wrap it up?
Not really. I just hope that whoever is watching this video, kind of can use this as an example of what to expect from our community and jump into it, trusting the process.
Definitely. Yeah, that's, I would definitely call that out. It doesn't cost you anything to join. We allow members to be in multiple discords. There's no like anti-clanning or multi-clanning rule in place. So if you have a couple friends on one server and they don't want to join us, or whatever the case might be, or maybe they're underage, because we are an 18 plus community, hop over there, hang out with them, and then when things die down over there and you're looking for people to hang out with, hop over here, and vice versa. We're obviously a group of, average age in our community at this point is 25 plus. Many of us have kids and families, so we're here to hang out with one another. So, but with that said, I appreciate it, Alex, and I look forward to the next Call of Duty and Black Ops 6 and your continued leadership in that division.